Hello friends, whether you are in sales, marketing, education, project management, data analysis, etc., it is common for people to want to send emails to multiple recipients with information that is customized to each with individual attachment. Do you know that you can send multiple emails directly from Google Sheet? In this video, I will show you a demo of automation that easily sends multiple emails with customized content and individual attachment directly from Google Sheet and saves precious time. In this example, suppose a company is planning a recruitment process. Company is calling shortlisted candidates and schedule their interview date and time and enter these details in a Google Sheet. Now, company wants to send one email when the interview is scheduled and another email 3 hours prior to the interview time. Now, email should contain details of the interview with a file attached to email. Previously, the company was drafting email for each candidate manually. As the number of candidates were in hundreds, that manual process took a lot of time. To save time, company wants an automation to send multiple emails with customized content and individual attachment directly from Google Sheet. Even just 3 hours before the interview time, candidates should receive the same email. So here is my Google Sheet and it has a few columns. Candidate name, email address, company, designation, interview schedule date, interview time, and file name that to be attached with the email. The mail column contains checkboxes. Tick the checkboxes in the mail column for the candidate to whom you want to send emails. It has a remark columns that will show whether emails have been sent or not. Once email are sent, the remark field will be updated with date and time of sent emails. Now, for this example, the email template will be something like this. All variables are underlined by red color, like company, date, time, and even the attachment. This red color variable will be different for every email and rest detail will be the same. Now, to use this automation by more than one user, sheet can be copied or shared to multiple users. Script will be append default signature of Gmail account by which Google Sheet is used to send emails. Script will append default signature of a Gmail user by which Google Sheet is used to send emails. Now, files are stored in Google Drive. Each mail will attach a personalized file for each employee, right? Now, these files are stored or it can be shared in Google Drive of mail sender. You can see here the files are stored from JD1 to JD9 in a Google Drive. You can see a red color button named email on checkbox column. Mark the tick in checkboxes for whom emails needs to be sent. For example, I'm checkboxes this three candidate 1, 3 and candidate 5. Now when I press this button, it runs a Google script. When I click on email button, you can see that script is running. Once the script is finished, it has already sent an email to this candidates. When mails are sent, email sent remark column is updated with the date and time of sent email. Even you notice that checkboxes which were previously ticked are now unchecked. Now, to verify that, I will go to my sent email. Right now you can see that there is no email sent, and when I refresh it, you can see the sent emails. You can see that there are 3 emails are sent. I will click on this company 1, so you can see that candidate 1 and it is attached with JD1 file. Fine. Even I can see this. Will click on candidate company 5. So company 5 is attached. Here it is candidate 5 and it is attached with the file JD5. What the script does, when I press this button, it runs a Google script, and Google script will check Google Sheet data for below criteria. 1. Whether email column is checked. whether this email column is checked. Second is whether email sent remark is empty or not. Fine. And file name which is mentioned in this attachment column, whether it is present in Google Drive or not. If all above criteria are fulfilled and match, it will only send email. So if this is checkbox is ticked and there is this email remark is empty and this JD1 file is present in a Google Drive, then only it will send email. Now, the similar process can also be implemented for the additional stages of interview, like shortlisted for second round or rejected. Similar way, automated emails can be sent. Fine. So this fulfills one requirement. Now, second requirement is company wants to send a schedule email, that is 3 hours prior to the interview schedule time. That script will check the Google Sheet data for below criteria. First criteria is whether auto column checkbox is tick or not, right? So this column, auto column, is for emails that needs to be sent 3 hours prior to the schedule time. So if this is checked or not. Second, whether schedule date is today's date or not. The schedule date is today's date or not. Whether schedule time is 3 hours prior before current time or not, right? And whether this auto email sent remark column is empty, it means that emails is not sent already, and the file which is mentioned in the attachment column is existing in Google Drive or not. Fine. So suppose this are checkbox. Fine. And we want to send an email 3 hours prior to the scheduled time. Now the script will run every hour, irrespective of whether this mail merge final spreadsheet is open or not, right? Script will run every hour and it will check this data for the above mentioned criteria, and if all the criteria gets fulfilled, it will send an email. Now, to save time, as during this video we cannot wait for 1 hour, I have created this button auto and I have linked that script with this button. So when I click this button, the script will run. That is usually running every hour. Now, today's date is 14/11/2020, right? And time is approximately 11 o'clock. So if I checkbox this, it will verify whether it is today's date. Yes. If the scheduled time is 3 hours, it is 11 o'clock, so it is not 3 hours, right, prior to the scheduled time. So it is 11 o'clock, it is not. Fine. So for this, it will not send email. For this checkbox, you can see here date is today's date and time is also 2 o'clock 2 p.m. So it is 3 hours ahead of today's time. Today's is somewhere 11 o'clock approximately, and this is 2 o'clock, so 3 hours before. So for this candidate 3, it should send email. Even for candidate 5, date is today's date but time is not 3 hours prior to interview. Today now time is 11 o'clock. Similar way, even for candidate 7, today's date and time is interview time is 2 o'clock. So for this candidate, email will be sent. Okay. And similar, this is 3 o'clock, so it will not send email at this moment. Now I'm clicking this button. Script, you can see that for candidate 3, that is a candidate 3, and for candidate 7, emails have sent and email sent remark is updated with date and time, and checkbox are get unchecked. For remaining, like for this candidate number 9, the email will be sent because already checkbox is ticked, right? So email will be sent in a next hour when the script will run. There are limits of how many emails you can send per day. These limits are set by Google. See this email section here that gives you the limit of account that you own and its quotas of sending emails. And on a final note, what I most love about the solution is how easily it can be shared with others by copying or sharing the same set and using the automation. Amazing thing about this solution is that mails are sent directly from Google Sheet without even opening a Gmail or creating a draft. That saves a lot of time. So please share this video with others, and if you found this episode helpful, please click like and subscribe to this channel for future episodes.